Alright, finishing up here. The Mueller extension in Austin. Say it's something more to be explored. Skill space wise, got some questions. What's going to be like the big thing is like what is considered public space here and what is considered private space, even when it comes down to even the easements and stuff. So is this all is this part of the city of Austin? Are they considering it like that, or is it actually like a massive development? Does it change when you cross Mueller Street? And if you're south of Mueller Street, then that's considered a commercial development, as you can see here, with these storefronts, and that the hospital area and all these other businesses to the north of Mueller Street, that these are maybe this is owned by the city of Austin. Not sure. And I just want to leave with this right here.
The wall sign is on across Mueller at 51st Street. The wall sign is on across Mueller at 55th.
That we've got this mural here, Austin Forever, and it's just reflecting on what we already were talking about with the about how long this Duplo aesthetic will last before it's outdated and must be replaced by something else, the next thing, and then just the idea like forever's a long time. So, but yeah, that's the mural, and I mean, it's just a comment on the temporary. I'm making a comment on the temporariness of this, and if anything, that's what this is what I get from this type of architecture. Is it kind of just says like it says I will be replaced, like in 50 years or in 80 years. Like it doesn't look like it's meant to last in the way that like neoclassical and even like the original modernist architecture did. This is sort of like your post minimalist modern architecture, and that's what Duplo basically is. It's the equivalent of, so when you think of modernist architecture, the international style, Mies van der Rohe, the buildings of downtown Chicago, I mean, this is like the end results. Those are like on the other side of that. Those were built in the 60s and 70s when they first kind of started coming around, and we are 60 years later, 60 to 70 years later, and the exponent is no longer office buildings, but like actual dwellings, including commercial space, usually on the first floor. So, you know, it gets into homogeny and monoculture and all these types of things. Lots to discuss. Skill space wise, I mean, here it says Life Austin. I don't know what that is. It looks like a private thing, but they do have nice space out here. Hey, look at this easement right here. This isn't definitely enough for some club passing, as long as you're not getting your equipment into the streets. That's a big no-no. I do like these blocks. I mean, one of the things, like, I would really not want you to leave this video being like, this guy is like so against this type of architecture and like this type of space. There's actually some really cool things about it, but there's also stuff that's concerning as well. And it's a trend that's been happening across the country, I would say, really flowering post-COVID, flowering with right angle pedals, and because right angles are really a big part of this. But yeah, so I think that, but yeah, like there's a lot of cool things too, I would say. I mean, that park was pretty cool. It had like some good features to it, and I mean, I think the idea of like clean, and it's like stripped down, modular kind of thing. Like there is something about it that is not entirely bad, in my opinion. Like not everything can be like this is like sort of the orthogonal version of Googie in a way. And not every like Googie is very difficult to like keep up, whereas like this is like much more sustainable aesthetically, and it makes me think. It's definitely like in the environment, and I gotta say this place right here seems to stand out in the sense that it is new and that there's like just tons of it. Like it's really like a planned community that goes on and on. For those reasons, I felt it was worth kind of spending some extra time on it, and because it really is like a phenomenon. There's probably some other examples out there too, but this seems to be like one of them, like a significant one. Also,